We are gathered here today to mourn the loss of the Paper Mario franchise. Sadly, thanks to Nintendo's bullshittery, it has died because it is no longer an RPG.
And seems to never be again. I didn't think this day would come.
It's horrible.
Yeah, boo-hoo and all that.
Boo-hoo and all that. It's part of my childhood, man. Part of my childhood.
Well, I never grew up playing these games, so I have no emotional attachment.
Oh, you wound me, Akari. You wound me.
Anyway.
So I am. Way to plunge the hyperverbial dildo into this funeral situation there, Akari. That's my job.
No, that's never mind.
That's actually Zero's job for the most part.
Welcome to the Legend Hunters podcast, where apparently throwing dildos at funerals is now a thing.
I was gonna say not the dildo part, but the general being an asshole part.
Well, while we have a call going on in the background, how's everybody doing?
Could be better, could be worse.
Could be better, could be worse.
Yeah. Alright, why don't we go ahead and get this party started? Kari, how was your week? Hectic, but in the end it's gonna be worth it, because as soon as this is uploaded in a few hours, tomorrow, for 24 hours, I'm gonna be on a flight.
Ooh.
Awesome. I am going to Seattle with Yami until Wednesday. We're going to go to a 3-band concert, and we're going to go the next day, just going around town in Seattle, see what it's like, and then come back on Wednesday.
Pokemon Center!
Oh, man.
Get me a frickin' giant Raichu plush.
Will you pay me back for it?
No.
Okay, then no.
No.
I'm still trying
No pain, no plushie.
Sorry, I'm still trying to deal with this weirdo who sent me $100 for no goddamn reason through PayPal.
Hey, we'll get to that your week. Akari, he has the floor. Other than that, I'm already all packed up, and my best thing to do right now is take deep breaths and not try not to freak out and fanboy when I ever go to the meet and greet on Monday. I thought that's what the point of those events were for you to freak out, to get that energy out there. I want to get it out there, but not...
They call medical.
Yeah, I would probably just faint. And they probably have to drag me away. Fair point.
Then he'd never see the concert.
Very true. So that's why I need to conserve my energy to finally meet my favorite band in the world. And then a couple hours later... We'll just say my neck's going to be sore and my ears are going to be ringing, but I don't give a flying fuck. Awesome.
There you go.
That's very awesome.
Alrighty then.
No fun if you don't have fun. Besides the redundancy, how's everybody else's weeks doing?
Why don't
Go
I
ahead and go, Zero. You already took a little bit. You go.
Okay, well, this week's been kind of hectic. I had to give a presentation in my class today. Not today, but this week, and I was utterly terrified. But
I feel your pain.
yeah. Well, I seem to have done pretty well, given what the teacher said, and this weekend I'm going to be working on writing some papers. Joy! Other than that, me and Legend recorded 4 more episodes of the Dark Souls Let's Play yesterday.
For better or worse. Can we stop sucking at the game yet?
No.
Please?
No, that's what makes it so great.
I could do without all the salts.
Yeah, it's not good for your heart.
Or my mind.
Let's see, other than that...
For the first time in my life, my mother called me an idiot this morning. I blamed Dark Souls 2.
What happened?
Let's just say that my boss got a butt dial. With my mom's voice on it.
Oh my god.
Wait, you've got an iPhone, don't you?
Yeah.
How the fuck can you butt dial with an iPhone?
See, that's an achievement in ignorance. I butt tiled on an iPhone 6.
God damn it, Legend.
I blame Dark Souls.
Okay, let's see, what else has been going on in my week? Learning how to do new art styles draw new art styles lately. I've actually been in a pretty artsy mood lately, but
How about Pokemon Blue or Yellow?
oh yes, let's talk about games as well.
Yeah, Akari, I'm surprised you didn't mention that earlier.
I know I did. All I've been doing is playing Mortal Kombat 10 because of the new DLC pack that came out. I did play Twilight Princess HD a bit yesterday. And I did play Pokemon Blue, and that's pretty much it. Nothing interesting.
Okay,
Sorry,
well,
Zero?
let's see. I've been doing a bit of this and that. I've been playing Pokemon Yellow. I've actually done quite a bit. And Legend is currently showing me all his haul from a Monster Hunter boss that he was fighting, which I'm currently trying to fight as well and losing horribly. And other than that, I did pick up Twilight Princess. And yesterday I got in the mail a cute yet creepy little Esper doll.
Which you nearly
Yes,
killed me with.
and you delighted in showing it off as many times as you could.
Yeesh. It stares into your soul.
I thought I didn't have a soul at this point. Wait, I'm not Ginger. Wait, that joke's dead. Wait,
It's been revived by a
done.
necromancer.
it's been revived by a necro... See, this is why we need to keep our Gingers away from our necroman. Where is this going? Am I still that loopy? What the
Wow.
fuck?
Getting the worms there going.
Wow. I blame Dark Souls 2.
Okay, why don't we move from my week and how Legend's been doing to how Moosey's been doing?
Stressing the heck out.
That's okay. We're at the weekend. Time to let it all go. De-stress.
You don't get to let it all go.
You don't get
It
to
all
let it all
starts
go.
up again on Tuesday.
You have to do it
Let it
again.
go. Let it go.
Shadow!
Hey, you guys opened the fucking door on that one.
No, we didn't. You just slammed that open on your freaking onesie.
You
What
just
the
made another
fuck?
Frozen reference on your own.
Oh, God damn it, Leo. God damn it.
God damn it, Pete.
How
God damn
is
it, you
it that
guys.
How is it that a movie about ice and snow brings out the hottest feelings
And then, let's see.
in the more rage-inducing senses? Get your minds out of it.
This last week, I had to do a presenting the chapter thing with my group.
Right?
This coming week, I have to do my next graded speech.
And how's that going to go for ya?
I've spent the weekend working on it, and I probably haven't done myself any good.
Wunderbar.
Because the second I get up there,
Just imagine they're all wearing underpants.
I hope they're all wearing underpants.
You hope they're all wearing... No, in nothing but their underpants.
Oh, dear God almighty.
Though the thought of everyone going out there commando is kind of hilarious.
I
Anyway,
haven't even had a chance to touch my Twilight Princess yet.
that is a damned shame.
Because I picked it up, and then I had to come home and work on my stuff, and it's like, it's sitting in the bag taunting me.
It'll taunt
Especially
you
the little
forever.
soundtrack that came with pre-ordering it.
Oh man. And that's something I'd like to ask all of you. What was your favorite part of Twilight Princess?
Honestly, I can't answer that because I never played it, so I'm out.
I thought you did play it.
No.
Huh.
That's a damned shame.
It's been too long.
It's been
I
too
gotta
long.
say, probably I'd say the epic battle with Ganon at the end.
Oh yeah. I can dig that. I dig that.
And then I have a new syndrome. I have phantom hair syndrome.
Phantom hair.
Yes, it's all gone.
You're bald? Oh my god.
More
It
tomboyish.
feels like I am on the back. had short hair since I was 13.
Well, I have long hair, and my mom wants me to get it all chopped off.
You should.
Did you
In
steal
her
it from
defense,
Moosey?
it's probably about time.
No, I didn't steal it from Moosey. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, there's an absence of hair in one and there's an excess of hair in another. I suspect robbery.
Hey, I've had this long hair for quite a while.
That's what they all say.
Oh, god damn it.
And I've been bouncing between Minecraft, Pokemon, Yellow, Hallelujah,
Oh,
and
man.
Fire Emblem Birthright.
Ah!
Oh yeah,
Hey,
I also
watch
was
it.
I was also playing that a little bit as well.
It's addictive.
Oh, I want to get it so bad. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it due to the fact that I looked at my wallet and saw moths.
Looked at your wallet and cried.
I looked at my wallet and cried, yes. And then I went back to playing Dark Souls 2. That explains so much. Anyway, how's everyone else doing?
Well, we still have to hear from Leo, so how's your week been?
It could be better. It could have been worse. I did pick up red prior to the Pokecast, but I didn't actually get yellow until later in the week because BMO decided to get it for me, so that was nice of him.
Very nice.
Haven't
BMO.
I haven't been doing outside of I barely started on that, and I'm still trying to come up with a team that I'm happy with. But I have been playing more Binding of Isaac and made progression with that. Put down a pre-order on my Curse of Strahd book, which apparently the store, like a 5-minute drive away from my apartment, already has it because it's the super exclusive store. But it's at full price, and I bought it through Amazon with the gift card. So, I pick my battles there.
Huh. Alright.
Otherwise, I barely had time to do anything else because it's basically been get up, eat, school, read, eat, bed. So,
That sounded like my last couple of days.
yeah, and it's gonna be much more like that because I have a paper due this week. So this upcoming week. So that's gonna be fun.
Yay!
Yeah, with my speech and the labs I have to make up, that's probably going to be my week as well.
Yeah. So it's gonna be definitely a interesting couple of days.
Right?
Hmm.
And I've also been playing something that will come up later.
Ooh.
Yep.
And I forgot to mention an achievement I had it a couple of days ago.
What achievement would that be?
Well, since you guys were hearing about me talking about it a couple of days ago, I finally have beaten Devil May Cry 4
Yes.
on my PS3. And now I need to go be on my PS4.
Didn't you say that you were on a Devil May Cry marathon?
Yeah, he was binging.
I have been binging because of the upcoming death battle by Screw Attack. That's the other reason why.
Which they're still holding out on us because they're being a bunch of cheap-ass mofos.
If they were
No, they're
cheap ass,
just
they wouldn't
teasing
have
us
all
and
their
making sure
sponsors.
it works correctly, so yeah.
You'd think if they had the animations done already, they'd
Well, they gotta build suspense.
That's
No,
it.
they've had plenty of time. If they have enough to show us like 2 different teasers, they have enough to bring out the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. So, Screw Attack, quit being a bunch of dumbasses and bring it out already. Unless you're trying to make a backlog for what other ones you're trying to do.
The fact that you're
It
waiting
probably-
with bated
it probably
breath
is.
means they're doing their job extraordinarily well.
Well, the thing is, I don't even subscribe to them.
Even better!
I don't subscribe to them, but I do enjoy the death battles. The only thing I'll say is, they end up making me wait so long that I end up forgetting about them until Akari mentions them. That's
well,
the
it's one of
problem.
my favorite shows to watch on the internet, so...
That's why we subscribe.
I'm not going to give them the honor of having me subscribe to them.
The honor?
Yes.
You, the king of the internet, would not deign to stoop so low? Well.
That's exactly what he's saying.
No, I just have pride.
Oh, really? And yet you watch their shit.
Sure.
And then complain when you miss it. Strokes my beard in contemplation. And it's not the first time we've been hypocritical on this channel. And it won't be the last!
And it won't be the last, exactly. Am I forgetting anything, guys? Anything you all did?
Hi, everybody. My name's Legend Hunter, and I had a week too.
Okay, I thought we had done Legends Week, but apparently not.
No, we did. We mentioned some of his week during my week. He hasn't given us the full down low.
Alright.
Okay.
So, besides making myself an idiot thanks to Dark Souls 2, I have picked up a few of my other games as well. Fire Emblem Awakening, because I can't play Fire Emblem Fates and I'm pining. Bravely Default, because I don't have Bravely Second and I'm pining.
Well, Bravely Second isn't coming out until April.
Yeah, so no one has that yet, so you're okay there.
I'm okay on that end, but I am preparing my heart and soul.
I'm not even going to be able to play
For
it
the
until I get my
suck.
freaking exams done.
I'm not going to be able to buy it until I have money at all.
Yay.
So, there's that. And besides that, I really do need to dig a little bit more into the fact that I have really, for the first time, actually gotten to do good PvP in Dark Souls 2. And I've run into some funny little chaps on the internet.
Care to give a story, a quick one?
Well, I can't mention his name because I don't remember it. But I decided, I was running around in the Huntsman's Copse and I ran into this little summon sign. Someone wanted to fight. So I thought, okay, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll go ahead and, summon them. Give them a good fight, whether I win or lose. I summoned them and they immediately proved to be kind of new at this whole PvP thing.
Which currently is okay.
Like he tried to do a lot of backstab fishing and he was camping behind his shield. Which I broke. I broke it open and punched him in the gut, and he ran. Yes. But the best part was, at one point, he decided to try to hide behind a tree. Because I was hitting him with a whip. I hit him with the whip through the tree, and killed him. Next battle, I summoned the same guy again. And apparently he liked the whip so much that he picked it up himself and tried to use it. Only to realize that he did not meet the requirement, so he immediately put it away and lost again using his actual weapons.
Wow.
I think I actually did face him one last time, in which case I actually just put away my weapons and just charged at him with my bare fists. And I still won.
That's sad.
It was, but at the same time, we were both in good spirits. I got a message from him later saying, please stop. Oh wait, you're not the ganker? I'm sorry! Apparently someone else ganked him. And we chatted a little bit, and I told him, good luck, do your best out there, happy hunting, yay, smiley face, and we went our separate ways. So, I would have to say that guy was it was adorable seeing him growing up so fast. And still losing to the fact that I'm still punching him.
You were punching him. I don't know. I would consider that the ultimate insult.
He punched me back. He was using the cestus.
In other words, he didn't care.
So in that case, it was a true man's fight. You fight with your fists.
Except I was playing a lady at the time.
Oh, this just keeps getting better and better altogether.
Oh, it was glorious. I had a lot of fun last night. Which was good because after our recording session, I needed a beer.
I can imagine.
I had beer in the fridge. I could have gladly offered you one.
I'm not touching any of that shit in your fridge. Not after what happened during our play nights. Let's play.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Yeah, because that ain't beer. Whatever it is, it ain't beer, and it ain't right.
Here's the thing. I don't have any of my homebrew anymore.
Oh, you've gotten rid of that shit.
No, Dad drank it all.
Kudos to him, then.
Well, what I have in there is peach ale.
Is that what you call it?
God damn it, Legend. Anywho, so let's go ahead and move on from this shenanigans to the actual news.
By the way, school sucks.
So we got some Pokemon news, we got your regular news, and we got your Nintendo Direct news.
First off, the Pokemon news.
Because the
So,
Nintendo Direct news is
yeah.
going to have us here for hours.
Right. So first off, the Pokemon Legendary giveaway is still going out. Celebi was released at the beginning of the month, or end of last month, beginning of this month. So you can go ahead and pick up your Celebis through the online webcode.
Yep, it's online. You just need to go online and say, "Hey, give me the Celebi," and there you go. Unlike
you
last,
just go to the mystery gift.
Yeah, the mystery gift.
yeah,
There's also a second promotion going about, and this one is only for Pokebank users.
which is if you go into Pokebank right now until I think like near the end of the year,
Yeah, through like October, November, something like that.
you'll get Regirock, Regice, and Registeel in the U.S. with their hidden abilities, which are what's Regirock's ability again?
Normally it's Clear Body, but...
I think it's
Regirock gets Sturdy.
Sturdy.
Ah!
Registeel gets Clear Body.
No, he already had that.
Yeah, he gets Light Metal. Regice gets Ice Body.
Okay, breaking them down. Regirock with Sturdy.
That would be a pain in the ass.
Why? That is evil! I can't one-shot him anymore? Well, I wasn't one-shotting him with any physical attack to begin with, but now it's just guaranteed!
That's why I don't like a lot of rock types in this generation.
Yeah, it doesn't need a choice focus sash now.
Yeah, it has it already.
Survive a circle. Correct.
In which case, it can still go ahead and just rock.
In that case, Regirock with Sturdy is actually pretty nice.
It's pretty nice. Now, the other two, on the other hand...
Let's see, Registeel gets Light Metal.
Oh, joy! Now I won't take as much damage from low kick. Fan-freaking-tastic.
Yeah. Is there any other Grass Knot as well.
Grass Knot on a Registeel. Are you kidding me?
I've seen weirder things.
Although, to be fair, I don't know if you want... I wonder if Registeel can learn Heavy Slam.
It might, and that would make it even dumber, because Heavy Slam requires heavy weights.
Oh, jeez.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't learn Heavy Slam.
Okay.
Okay, good. At least it doesn't have that. It won't neuter itself further. But I should say, Clear Body is still better.
He has to wear the cone of shame.
He must wear the... Where would you fit the cone? He doesn't have a neck.
His entire body is just one bulbous figure 8.
Put it around the middle and he's got an upside-down ballerina skirt.
Someone draw that for me. I kind of want to see it.
Oh my gosh. And then finally we have Regice with Ice Body, which is not bad.
Explain Ice Body because I don't remember that ability.
Basically, it gives you leftovers recovery if you're an Ice type in the hail.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
But the problem is that weather only lasts 5 turns.
No. The biggest problem is that Regice is an Ice type.
AKA, it's the weakest type possible. Doesn't it have like the highest special defense?
It has the highest special defense out of the trio.
But when it has the worst attack stat ever?
Not necessarily ever. I mean, it's not like Shuckle. But I will say that it isn't going to be able to tank too many things. It might be able to tank an Ancient Power. Maybe. Possibly. If it was a Geodude. But I don't see this thing tanking too much. Honestly.
Yeah, that ain't happening. And here's the other thing. This is only for the US. In Japan, they're getting the legendary birds, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres with their hidden abilities.
And question, is it any good either way?
Not really.
What are our abilities, please?
Articuno gets Snow Cloak.
Okay, evasion in the hailstorm. Whoop-de-doo.
Moltres gets Flame Body, which means you touch it, you get burned.
Which is slightly less annoying than pressure, but... no.
I would so rather have the birds.
And then Zapdos it gets Static.
That's it.
Static.
They gypped us.
So
Touch it, you get
maybe
paralyzed.
you don't hit Articuno if it's hailing. You might get paralyzed or burned if you attack either of the other two. So they don't really have some.
They don't really have good abilities.
No.
Well, to be fair, do you really want to keep pressure, though? I mean, it's pressure. Unless you're going to be stalling them out, pressure doesn't do that much for you.
That is true.
Yeah,
But-
the birds aren't designed to to stall.
And to be fair, the last time we gave legendary birds impressive abilities, we had Regenerator Ho-Oh and Multiscale Lugia, which are two of the most bullshit things competitively I have ever seen, barring Mega Rayquaza.
Salty, are we?
Yes, very salty. Have you seen the bullshit amount of damage a Lugia can sponge up with Multiscale? And it can roost!
That's right.
Actually, wait,
Oh my God.
wait, let me check that. I think roost is actually illegal because of the clause. I think that might have been patched out, but I need to check this just to make sure.
It still gets recovered.
Oh well, fuck, yeah, but the thing about roost is that you lose the flying.
Which means
The
you can
flying
sponge ice and electric type attacks.
Yeah, actually, I take that back. No, it does get, in 6th gen, it can be taught roost. Yep,
No.
all hope is lost.
Oh, Roost.
The Great Wall exists yet again.
And it's even bulkier than ever.
So, competitiveness aside, let's move on. So we still got Pokemon news before we get to the douchebag.
More news.
Niantic, the company that's developing Pokemon Go, is canceling a GDC presentation to focus on beta testing.
On the one hand, it is good that they are focusing on the quality of their product, but on the other hand,
We would like to get some more info about this thing as well.
The presentation, which was set to take place on March 14th, has been canceled, and John Hank, the CEO for Niantic Labs, has said that they're not going to go ahead and do this. They did say that the beta test is scheduled to take place within winter.
okay.
Wait, this winter?
Yes.
That,
That was last
I
winter.
thought it was going to be released this year.
And let me see when the article... No, they're saying a winter quarter.
Oh, it'll be released in the winter quarter, probably alongside Pokemon Sun and Moon.
No, the beta test is going to be released in the winter quarter.
That's.
So, apparently they had to push it back more.
I guess they needed to perfect it a little bit. It happens.
I'd rather them have it done right than have to fix a whole bunch of crap when they bring it out.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. So.
Alright. I forgot, I don't know why I put this here, but of notable news, President Obama and Michelle Obama are going to be speaking at the South by Southwest Gaming Convention over the spring break.
Seriously?
Why?
Actually, because Miss Obama wants to get more girls in the tech industry.
All right, suit. If they think they're going to do something about that, okay, fine.
Yeah, this is apparently part of Michelle Obama's Let Girls Learn initiative, which seeks to go ahead and get more adolescent women into school and higher education.
It's interesting.
So apparently the Obamas are going to be down on March 11th in Texas to go ahead and give this speech.
Alrighty.
All right, now let's get to some actually interesting news, and let's talk about douchebags.
Oh god, this made me
Douchebag.
laugh when I read this.
So let me go ahead and explain.
Douchebag of the week.
Well, let's just jump right into it.
Thank you for
Yes.
interrupting me.
Sorry.
Man, everyone wants to talk to you today.
Yeah, frickin' phones. Anyway, so I believe it was last week, the movie Gods of Egypt came out, and
It was crap.
let's see, I believe it required $140 million to make.
It made 14 or something like that?
Yeah,
They
but
made it like
It spent like 10 times over what it earned.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, people were giving it horrible reviews for goddamn good reason, because I saw clips of it and it looked even. The animation looked shitty. Apparently the story wasn't even based on Egyptian mythology. It was this writer's own idea that he revamped and just changed everyone's names to Egyptian gods. And everyone panned it for the crap schlock that it was.
Not to mention the whitewashing again.
Oh yes, of course. Like
Yes.
let's see. Not a single Egyptian person playing an Egyptian. Ooh, big shocker. The whitest white man to ever white the whiteness is an Egyptian god. Yeah, that's not going to be stupid or anything.
And let's say the director called everyone who reviewed it a bunch of diseased vultures.
That was the exact words that he used.
And the thing is with him, he thinks that everyone was collecting, thinking together like, oh my god, this movie sucks.
He's pretty much, everyone's out to get me, wah, wah, wah.
Woe is me, I'm the victim, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up, you twat. Let's go ahead and move on, because this guy's just a...
I would like to note, vultures are actually very clean birds. They don't get diseases that often. And also, vultures tend to eat dead things. So, if your thing was already dead on arrival, should you be surprised that the people you call vultures are swarming overhead?
The critics were already planning the funeral before it opened, okay? Come on.
Yeah, your career's already dead.
People were seeing the ads, and they were seeing for themselves, and were like, oh wow, this looks like another Clash of the Titans bullshit schlock fest.
The question was always going to be open or closed casket. It's closed casket.
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing left of the body.
No, there's nothing. It's just a big pile of ashes, or what?
Anyway, so a somewhat fitting follow-up from last podcast, we talked about the famous case Brown versus ESA, where video games were pronounced as free speech, and it essentially overturned a state statute which intended to prevent the sale of violent video games from getting into the hands of youngins.
Which makes sense.
The senator behind this bill, Senator Leland Yee, has just been sentenced to 5 years for gun running.
Irony.
Oh god, the irony is so thick you can cut it with a knife. It's it's scrumptious.
For gun running.
He was saying how Grand Theft Auto was completely horrible and amoral when he was doing the exact same fucking thing some of the characters in those games do.
I get the part about keeping them out of younger kids' hands. That would make sense, because, younger kids, they don't need to be doing that.
Yeah, but isn't it ultimately up to the parent to make sure that doesn't happen? Oh, shit.
But that's why...
Yeah, that's where open mouth insert foot. The parents don't know jack shit. They may see the warning label, but they don't give a fuck. They just want something to pacify their screaming, yelling snot bubble of a child.
You'd be surprised how many people actually do care. And remember, not all parents are going to be idiots. For instance, our kids are going to know from us.
Yeah, I'm talking about the current generation of parents who don't know.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
We started.
Anyway, he was given a 5-year sentence, which could have gone between 3 years to 20 years, depending on on the exact nature of the proceedings. Apparently, one of the big factors that led to him getting a 5-year sentence was his terminally ill wife.
Well,
so he got the sympathy card.
Well, to be fair, it's not that simple. There was a lot of pleading down in terms of remember, I said the maximum could be 20 years. That's assuming that they also charged him with the harder crimes, which may or may not be necessarily be harder to prove. Again, not a lawyer, just a law student.
Alrighty.
But yeah, so he was facing up to 20 years, it's understood that he pled guilty, which made a plea deal, for one. That he then went ahead and played up the fact that he had other things to do aside from this one incident, and then of course he had the wife card. So there was a number of things that the lawyers argued in the sentencing phase that helped push down his time in jail.
It sounds kind of bullshit to me.
After the sentencing guidelines, apparently, according to the Polygon article, say that at that point he would have been charged between 4 years 3 months to 5 years 11 months. So he got, in terms of what they could have charged him, the judge still chose the higher end of the bargain, or higher end of the scale there.
Alrighty then.
Well, actually, no, still kind of on the middle, but again, that's what he gets.
Alrighty then.
Alright, moving on. So, Oscars were on a couple of nights ago, and we got to see finally Leonardo DiCaprio win a Oscar.
Hell is frozen over! It's glorious!
Whoop-de-freaking-do!
So, now, you could possibly see Markiplier and PewDiePie getting Emmys.
Sweet. What?
Yeah, apparently the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, which is the board that overlooks Emmy distribution, is saying that they're going to add in a short form. They're adding in short form categories, which include content from YouTube Red, Crackle, Adult Swim, a lot of more online internet stuff.
Well, color me surprised.
You're telling me the... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
That being said, they would not... This series of awards would not be shown on TV.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure because the movie stars don't want to be associated with these riffraff.
No.
Well, I look at it this way. Part of the reason I don't really give a crap whether Leo got the Oscar or not, it doesn't matter whether you've gotten an Oscar if you're good at what you do. There are so many good actors who don't have an Oscar, but they're not focusing on them.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that he actually got recognition.
True. Although the movie that he was given recognition for, if I recall right, wasn't really the best movie, in all honesty. But, what do I know?
Hey, he got it. He's happy with it. There you go.
And hell's frozen over, and I think that's why we're having such a weird climate as of late.
What, clouds?
No, I mean the fact that it's frickin' 50 degrees.
Like I said, clouds? It's glorious! We have clouds!
It's 25 here. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
This is actually warm for this time of year.
25 in the winter feels like almost twice that much.
So when the pilot light...
Give me about 20 more degrees and this is shorts weather. Come on.
So when the pilot light goes out in hell, does that mean the Earth starts heating up, or does it start freezing over? Either way, let's go ahead and move on. Oh god almighty, fuck you, Microsoft.
Oh, what else is new?
Let's see. Did you see the thing that they did for their special HoloLens thing?
Oh god!
It's Conquer on crack.
No. Actually, you know what? I found this fun. Okay, let me speak. I saw this funny little cartoon. It was Conker handing over the jumpsuit and a squirrel tail to Bubsy while he was holding a fat wad of cash and say, "Good luck, pal. You're gonna need it."
That's the most accurate description I can think of besides Conquer crack.
Yeah. So.
Suck my brain through a straw.
Explanation. They have this new, VR demo or thing where they're having Conker jump around your living room doing all sorts of adventure-like shit. But the thing is, the Conker looks fucking ugly as hell.
Besides that, it's a degradation to the Conker legacy.
Yeah. Oh, I actually have a bit of news involving Platonic Games. The people who were originally behind Rare and, Conker and stuff like that. They just hired on about two more people that were former Rare employees.
Yay! Yay!
So seriously, Platonic Games now is Rare in all but name because they've seriously gotten everyone back from Rare practically.
Which makes me want ukulele even more.
And that's telling you that the Rare that Microsoft owns
is now a hollow husk, and the real soul has been reincarnated.
Yeah, but it's been a hollow husk for years.
It has, but now we can actually see the false face. And we can see the sliming, wriggling mass hiding behind it.
That would imply that there's actual mass behind it.
This makes me even more
Valid point.
excited to, have been a backer for ukulele.
Oh, God.
Once I get my copy on my Wii U, man.
Well, I believe the Legend Hunters will have a Let's Play to do.
Of ukulele?
Oh, yes.
If we can do it.
Although if I can get Sammy down south, I might want to do it with him. Because he's a freaking collectathon nut.
Alright.
Anyway, with that horrendous abomination out of the way, Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls 3. More Eldritch Abominations. But these are the ones we want to have fun with.
In this case, they've just announced a special deluxe edition where they're actually offering a free Estus flask.
I want it.
All for the low price of $130.
Fuck!
Oh,
You know right now!
you have no monies for to give.
And I'm not going to put myself in debt for that.
Oh yeah, isn't your sister your freaking accountant?
So.
Yeah.
And everything else. There's a lot for you to get through, buddy.
Have you started making a backlog list?
Yeah.
Is that like a bucket list for games?
Yeah.
It's weird. I never thought that shit would start happening.
I did.
I always thought I would be able to beat a game and get it done before the next one came out, but now I'm getting a backlog and it hurts. It hurts so hard.
Now you know my pain.
Anyway, coming out recently, Minecraft is getting their latest update, 1.10, and getting some brand new combat mechanics.
It's only for,
Well, it's for the PC, because the Wii U version is still a ways behind.
Right,
But they had a huge update, though, so...
Yeah, shields,
progress.
swords, axes all have special attacks.
Okay, so here's the deal, and here's some of the more important stuff to note. They added shields as defensive weapons. You can now hold items in both hands.
Gasp.
Yep.
Swords have a sweep attack, and axe have a crushing blow attack.
And if you run and sweep at a person wielding a shield, you can actually knock their shield out of their hand.
They added a couple of new monsters, a new mob. They expanded the end, added a bunch of new items in. You can now resummon the Ender Dragon to fight. But here's by far the most important change that they made to the system.
Oh?
Attacking now has a cooldown delay, making it more important to time your attacks.
You can't just rapid spam click to cut something down.
No, you can't.
So it's hold, sweep. Hold, sweep.
Also, they reduced the amount they reduced the armor protection values too.
Oh yeah, because if I recall, if you enchanted all your diamond armor with protection 5, you were basically invulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you were fighting the Wither. Anywho's it.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a lot more blocks and a lot of stuff. And yeah, it's looking to be pretty interesting. I'll have to check it out on my PC when I get on my Mac. I mean,
I still need the PC copy.
I might have to take a break and just see how that's gonna turn out.
Yeah, of course, the problem with every single Minecraft update is once it happens, I'm like, fuck, what am I supposed to do now? I have to restart the world.
Yeah, that's basically it.
I know some people manage to keep their world through the updates, but I'm like, it's not worth it for me because you would have to... every single time they update, the redstone always changes in some weird way. The mechanics for certain things always end up getting broken one way or another. Mob grinders end up having to be completely revamped. It's just burned me out whenever that happens.
I see.
So that's kind of why I've kind of started to pull away from Minecraft. Although the Wii U version would still be fun to hang out and play with friends, so
Right.
if Moosey can actually find a good seed for us before the next update, I'm pretty sure we can have a fun Let's Play.
Oh, yes.
Well, and we can always work on that later, too. Like, finding some seeds maybe tonight.
Yeah, we could probably do that. Of course, us doing that Let's Play, we'll probably have to wait until I've actually finished editing all the videos for Dark Souls. Let me get that backlog finished, and then we can start recording that.
Alright.
Alright, Mosey, this one will take particular interest to you.
It's not the only one.
Well, Mosey more, and then Akari as well. BBC, the BBC Sherlock series is getting the manga treatment.
About
Oh,
time. At least they're
God.
giving us something.
Thank God.
So yeah, that's actually going to come out with a manga series, and that should be getting out soon.
We're getting Sherlock Season 4 before Doctor Who Season 10. The world is coming to an end.
Ah!
My goodness, the world... There's so many world-ending things happening. Dogs and cats are living together. That's hysteria.
Well, speaking of that, I think I might add that story to after we finish another story afterwards.
Oh?
Well, we go ahead and just transition to the next one about a new game that has actually been taking the internet by storm called Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard about this one.
Mosey, you're playing it right now. Why don't you tell us about Stardew?
Oh?
Well, it's pretty much like Harvest Moon, but it also has some other, elements to it. I like Nash's description of the game. It's what the indie world can do versus AAA. Should be doing.
And why would you say that?
Because they're getting it right.
Oh?
The elements to the game blend. The entire thing that I've seen so far functions.
Alrighty, so...
And they haven't had to, update it yet to fix, game-breaking stuff.
Well, that's good.
I made the mistake of watching one of the YouTubers that, I have subscribed to stream it.
I'm taking it that you are now addicted.
You could say that.
Oh,
How many
here we
hours?
go.
Let's
How
just
many
say,
hours?
after watching her play this, so many of us bought the game that if somebody else in the chat was thinking of buying it, we were sitting there going, one of us.
Oh, God.
She has started calling it the cult.
If I ever
Starting
get money,
cult.
I might join this cult.
I don't know.
Not your style?
I'm not really into that kind of games like, this and, what is it, Animal Crossing, that kind of thing. It just kind of bores me.
Oh, really?
It starts to consume your soul.
Just, I don't know. Speaking of consuming your soul, a couple days ago, the trailer of a highly anticipated movie got released a couple days ago to overly negative reception.
Oh, yes, the new Ghostbusters movie trailer.
Yep.
You look at it this way, some people, it may be their thing, it may not be their thing.
And when it comes to the side of the fence, I'm actually interested. I mean, despite the fact it's a new story, it's got female Ghostbusters and all that. The only thing that detracts me from it is the fact that ghosts are looked too bright and glowy. But other than that, I'm actually interested in actually seeing this movie.
But they're going for a more cartoony, type style with ghosts anyway.
Well, I see it more as, I agree with Doug Walker, what he said. It feels like more of a continuation from the cartoons or something than an actual movie. I'm like, okay, if I think of it that way, it might be fun.
For me, when I saw or listened to the trailer while I was getting my ass handed to me in Dark Souls 2, I did have a bit of a problem with the idea that they're basically just carbon copies of the original Ghostbusters, gender swapped.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I did watch the original movie, and then I watched the trailer again. The only ones I see kind of different is Ernie Hudson's character and Leslie Jones's character. Both, I mean, I think it's just that she feels more sassy, more street smart, and like in your face kind of faith. And other than that, it's kind of hard to. I can't even tell which one's gonna be Peter Venkman of this group. I can't even tell.
I kind of... Well, there's the awkward smart guy. There's the much more savvy but condescending
Straight
sales guy.
sales guy, yeah. That was that guy was Bill Murray, basically.
Bill Murray, basically. Then there's the ultra smart super geek. And then
It's gotta be
there's
fun.
the sassy black.
Yeah.
I liked the original dude because he didn't come across as a stereotype. He came across as someone who actually is savvy. He references passage from Revelations. He actually makes decisions and convinces the mayor of the city to actually listen to the Ghostbusters.
I have seen shit that'll scare you white.
Yes! Granted, it's not the most eloquent way, but he did make him listen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and however, the Ghostbusters themselves are not the only ones who got gender swapped. This time, also their receptionist, instead of Annie Potts, now we got 4.
So it is Rule 63 Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's...
We lost Moody.
Yeah. Mosey? No, I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
So other than that, yeah, despite the reception of it, I'm still saying, okay, if they ever come up with another trailer for it, explaining more what's going to happen, it might lighten up the mood. So
Maybe,
we
but
might have to wait
honestly,
till
I
July
saw the
to
trailer, I saw...
The only thing that's different, I would say, is A, the fact that we've got the black lady slapping the shit out of the poor lady who got possessed. And we also have this brand new voodoo machine that's bringing ghosts back to life. Oh, I don't know.
I really don't know about this one. I really don't.
It could be good, but prospects are leaning in the opposite direction for me.
Agreed. Akari, you may be a bit more optimistic about it, but I honestly don't know how to feel about it. It just doesn't rub me the right way.
So yeah, we'll just like I said, we just wait for another trailer for it to see what kind of mood it'll get everybody into. You may not, or people might slide over probably.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really have a opinion about it, but I'm kind of curious now. I kind of want to go see it just to see what all the hubbub is about.
Well,
Consider me curious because of the controversy.
well, if anything, controversy.
It's good publicity.
That's all it's gonna do.
Yeah. Well, with that, we weren't originally planning to do a podcast this week until Nintendo decided to surprise us with a Nintendo Direct. Yep.
So,
I was originally going to make.
Plentiful wonderland that is Nintendo Direct.
so instead of putting it off for another week, we figure let's get this done as soon as possible.
Otherwise, the list will be 5 pages long, and you guys don't want to hear us rambling for that long.
5 pages long and full of terrors.
Ah!
Oh
Well, it's
boy.
already us, so it's already terrors.
So, who's gonna kick the football off on this one?
Okay,
I can't let you do that, Starfox.
I'm
Sorry,
not a
what?
fox. I don't live in the stars, but color me interested.
So, that horrible segue was to announce that Star Fox Zero is coming out April 22nd and coming with a special little mini game called Star Fox Guard, which basically you're working with Slippy and his uncle.
No!
To
Which is already odd.
yeah, to
It's already
basically
terrible.
it's basically you set cameras up around a base as enemies try to invade and you're taking down the enemies thanks to the camera placements.
Something that they have going for them, though, is that they're not purposely selling the games separately.
Like it's just a
You
little
can buy-
mini game.
Well, they are
It can
offering a
come
box set,
packaged with Star Fox Zero.
And no extra charge.
Yes.
All right.
but you can get it off the eShop separately if you want to go digitally.
Yeah, if you choose to do that, you can.
Yeah.
So they're not forcing you to go out and get it.
They're making the economical choice of bundling it so that way it encourages purchase,
Yes.
which is a good way to do it.
Good, because I don't think anyone would buy Slippy's shit.
It's wet and
Starfox-
slimy and gross.
Yes.
I don't want anything to do with anything related to Slippy's bowel movements, thank you.
He's already enough shit as it is.
Well, speaking of slimy, slippery things, Splatoon.
You are full of segues today, aren't
you?
you?
Go to the fucking due date, Zero. Star Fox Zero and Star Fox come out April 22nd.
I already said that at the very beginning.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, then you didn't enunciate it.
Ugh.
Anyway, go on.
It's pretty.
Anyway, go play with your squids, kids.
Are you a kid now? Are you a squid now?
Both.
We're both.
All right. So what's new?
Well, they're having some gear improvements as well as some adjustments to the rank battle coming up in the following weeks.
They're gonna better match us, I think they said.
Better matches, better. Now, if only they would allow you to actually do normal matches with your friends.
That would be fantastic.
During
However,
Splatfest, anyway.
Oh, during Splatfest. Oh, yeah.
They're also making improvements to Splatfest, they said. They haven't said what exactly yet. But just the idea of them, altering it even just a little bit is awesome.
Mm-hmm. And they're also introducing new weapon combos and updates in the following weeks, which I thought they were done with weapon updates, but...
What it actually is it's recommendations from Sheldon, the one who runs the shop, in packages with, weapons to kind of give people an idea of what to use.
all right.
So, that's pretty nice.
What else? What else? What else? Keep them rolling. Keep them rolling.
Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympics is next.
I meant rolling in a positive direction.
You know what I've just realized?
They're already being a dead horse in this franchise.
Yeah, no kidding.
It was a dead horse when it came out.
Hey, the
Not
first couple ones
necessarily.
were good.
It was the first time we ever saw Mario and Sonic in a universe that combined the two, which was
The first
cool.
couple ones were good,
But
then they just kept overdoing it.
The commercials were funny. The commercials were funny. At least you got to see cartoon. You start to see video game characters in suits again, which is something we haven't seen in forever.
Mhm. And for some reason, Eggman can run just as fast as Sonic, if not faster.
Yeah,
So that is
sense.
canonic in the Sonic game. So,
Whatever.
That's weird as all fuck.
Yeah, it is.
Well, let's see. They're offering rugby and rhythmic gymnastics in this one. Ooh, wonderful. It comes out March 18th for the 3DS and June 24th for the Wii U.
But there's better things coming out the 18th.
Leo, you said outfits, right?
Yeah.
These are the Olympic outfits, right? And none of the ones from Carnival?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although seeing Sonic characters dressed up for Carnival sounds kind of hilarious when you think about it.
Dr. Eggman in a thong.
Oh, they're cold!
I was afraid of that!
My brain!
No!
Where's the bleach? Where's the bleach?
Oh, at least it's not Bowser. Oh!
And that's how you give a nerd a massive seizure.
You want us to survive the podcast, right?
Maybe
God
not.
damn it.
Alright, moving on from that horror-induced flashback to something actually cheerful. Mario Maker.
Yay!
So apparently Mario Maker has now made over 6.2 million courses.
How many of them are good?
There's actually quite a few that are pretty good.
Oh, good. Haven't
None
played
of
any
them
yet, but
named Ross.
everyone hates Ross.
Anyway, they're announcing their latest update is coming out March 9th, which, if I recall right, is in a couple of days. And yeah, they have the ability to turn thwomps into those skewer things from like Super Mario Land. Super Mario World, I mean. You can turn keys. You can make keys and key doors.
That will make some potentially crazy maps. You can even do
mandatory boss fights.
Mandatory boss fights, and
well, if you set it up right, you can already do mandatory boss fights.
You remember back in the day that there were actually a bunch of different maps that were supposed to simulate other games, like Legend of Zelda?
Uh-huh.
Now you can make keys. You can have key doors. Oh my gosh, you can actually make an entire Zelda dungeon in this shit.
You probably could.
Yeah, you can.
Although I wonder how many keys they'll allow you to use.
People have actually come close to doing that.
Now they actually have keys and doors.
Ooh.
And mandatory boss fights to clear out the rooms.
Yep.
Oh, that's...
And they have pink coins which can turn into keys.
Ooh.
So you get like 5 or any number of pink coins and it'll immediately turn into a key.
That is cool.
So it's like the red coins.
Or those
It is
star
the red
bits
coins.
from
Well, they also have
Galaxy.
red coins too.
Yeah. And they also have an expert mode for 100 Mario Challenge.
It's super expert mode.
Super expert mode. And you need to beat
Oh,
expert mode in order to get it.
And what's going to be interesting is I've been watching Martin, in the Littlewood on YouTube, and he's done several, run-throughs of, expert mode, and it's hilarious. And he has just started, I haven't had a chance to watch them, but he has just started doing the super expert.
Ooh.
Oh, good God. That poor man.
It sounds like they've gotten a lot done in Mario Maker. Is there anything else?
New costumes. New costumes are supposed to be coming out.
Oh yeah, they have a Tetra costume.
That you can only get doing the super expert.
Ah!
Oh God.
That's going to be an achievement.
Yeah.
And I think the last thing is that they're going to add in some changes to the interface to make it easier to navigate the ranking system.
That would be nice. Though, it does occur to me, if I buy the game now, and I buy a Wii U now, and I go into this, how long is my update screen going to last?
Oh, ways, I would imagine?
Some of the updates are not even that big.
Yeah. The only really super big updates are for Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
Those take a good half hour to an hour to upload.
Depends on
Oh,
your internet
boy.
speed.
Yeah, and I recommend you get an upgrade to the freaking memory for your Wii U somehow. Because all the updates for Xenoblade Chronicles X would fill up half of a 32 gigabyte Wii U. And I just realized the Wii U has 32 gigabytes. Holy fuck, my flash drive has more memory.
Well,
Nintendo, that's something you're going to have to work on.
You can actually use external hard drives.
Fair.
that's true.
But I keep forgetting about that.
And yet you keep ragging on them for that. All right.
Yeah, you just have to be careful not to burn out the thing because if they spin on different speeds, I think.
They recommend you get one that you have to plug in because then it's running on its own power source.
Yeah, that's why, because otherwise it burns out the internal power source, which fucks everything over.
All right. So, with that out of the way,
The next...
dive into the mist.
well, not really.
What? I thought it was a mirage.
Well, technically it is. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, aka Fire Emblem Cross Shin Megami Tensei.
We finally have a name for this thing.
Yep. Again, I repeat. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE. God, that's a mouthful.
So,
These Japanese fellows don't know how to name shit. Super Saiyan got Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
They don't call that anymore.
That's a bad one.
Let's see. I guess we could just call it TMS FE.
I'm just
There
going
you
to
go.
call it Tokyo Mirage.
There you go.
Oh, I just realized. Tokyo Mirage Sessions is the reverse anagram of Shin Megami Tensei.
Brilliant!
Ah!
I actually just now noticed noticed that when we get through the notes. I'm like, oh my god.
Well.
Bravo, sirs. Bravo. You actually caught me off guard with that one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a little interesting...
Although with how busy we've all been the last few days, it's not surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we finally have a release date as well, June 24th, and it's going to be Japanese voice with English subtitles.
Okay. So they won't have a dub team on this.
No,
That's
Just-
interesting.
just the translation team on it.
That is very interesting. So they better have a good translation team.
Yeah, the reason why they're doing this is because they want to preserve the actual audio, the music, as is. Because it's basically the story of pop singers in the Shin Megami Tensei-like world.
Okay. Pop singers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they that's how it's basically like an alternate version of Persona where they went down the Rise path. Oh wait, we already have that. It's called Dancing All Night.
Oh god.
Well, this is done a bit better because it actually has freaking combat to it.
So is it just Shin Megami Tensei with Fire Emblem characters in it?
Yeah, you have the Mirages, which are like the personas for this game, are Fire Emblem characters.
Okay.
Like the main guy's one is Chrom.
Bully. So Chrom gets to show up in someone else's game but never Smash.
Well, he's in Smash. He's just
He's just locked inside the prison of the Smash Ball.
The funny part is you can actually see Chrom and the others in a DLC map on the new Fire Emblems.
I just played that.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm never going to get over the fact that Chrom basically got Yamcha'd in his own introduction video.
No, he was still treated better than Yamcha.
Yes.
Really?
A lot of things were treated better.
Because Yamcha was dead.
Ouch.
Yeah, Yamcha was dead, and even the original translation for the episode in Dragon Ball Z where Yamcha breaks his leg is Yamcha's big break. Even the creators hated Yamcha.
He was there as a punching bag.
He's better in the original series.
No, he was still there as a punching bag.
Yeah, that hurt.
It was originally a little bit intimidating, then he completely turned into a Ponce.
Are you kidding me?
About the time he started dating Bulma.
He was sucking before he started dating Bulma.
Yeah, seriously, I'm pretty sure he had no manhood by the time.
Oh, he did. It's just that
That's
it
because
wasn't
she kicked
functioning
more
right.
butt than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, do you think Bulma has Yamcha's balls in a trophy case on the mantle?
Oh, probably.
No.
He probably never got them back.
No.
Oh. No, wait, no. She has them bronzed and mounted on the wall.
Ow!
No, they're in a capsule.
Oh yeah.
What are you guys talking about? I wouldn't put 2 pinpricks on my mantelpiece. No one would see.
Oh god. This is the
And the
worst.
only reason you would want to use no, wait, she uses a cast. Nah.
Shall we continue on?
Wait. All I gotta say is this is the worst beatdown Yamcha's ever felt since Bulma kicked him in the nuts.
Moving on.
Moving right along.
Yes.
Next, we have a game called Lost Reavers coming out for beta on April 14th.
Hit me. What's it about?
Basically, Xenoblade Chronicles meets The Mummy.
Say what?
Basically, it's online multiplayer where you're trying to solve ancient mysteries and stuff like that, gathering info and beating down zombies and mummies.
Da.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually interested in this one.
Keep in mind, I am so fucking sick of zombies that I was just immediately turned off by this.
You know that we're playing a game where we turn into zombies every time we die, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't...
There's a slight difference, though.
They're called hollow. You still aren't... You're not fully a zombie. You just look rotten and disheveled.
Resident Evil 4 has Las Plagas, and technically you're taken over by a parasite.
There you go.
Technicalities are technical.
Yeah. But here's the thing. In Dark Souls, you don't feel like a zombie. You feel like you're losing your sanity and your life. You're still alive, but you're a soulless husk.
You don't feel like a zombie, huh? And what has been happening this entire time? The soul-crushing defeats? The terror of having gone through the same crap over and over just to lose it all at once?
Shrine of Amana.
And you tell me that you don't look like a zombie walking away from that?
No, honestly, I feel very refreshed.
Yeah. Until I start eating your brains.
Brains.
I sounded like that after it all. I was going, ugh. Anyway.
Next up, as I mentioned at the very beginning of this podcast,
Paper Mario has died.
Color Splash. First off, let me...
Just go ahead and do your rant.
First off, the very first thing I saw, I was thinking, oh look, baby Paper Mario. Then immediately I saw the way that they were designed. Like paper, they look paper. They had the white outlines around them. Like they didn't bother cutting out the... Basically they did cut along the line. So they were just like they were stamped on there, which immediately gave me thoughts of, oh fuck, this is like Sticker Star. Then I saw where you pick up items, cards, in order to attack. You had to paint cards. And you had to use a hammer to bring back color to this world.
I was okay until I saw the battle system.
Yeah.
The battle system kills it.
The battle system is basically
I could have possibly forgived the rest.
Maybe. Honestly, the aesthetic was also killing me for a while. It's weird. I loved how Thousand Year Door looked like because it did feel kind of like a pop-up book. But they didn't flat out say it was. They tried to keep the story inside, for the most part.
What about Super Paper Mario?
Super Paper Mario...
It was okay. It's not one of my favorites.
The aesthetics of it is alright. The whole flipping between 2D and 3D was alright, but honestly, I think it was... Again, the story for me was more interesting than the mechanics and the battle system. But, again, I loved the way Paper Mario Thousand Year Door was set up. It was like a play, an actual performance, a freaking story being unfolded to you. It was like Shakespeare. And yes, I'm actually comparing Thousand Year Door to Shakespeare. Bite me.
Actually, no. It's a pretty good comparison. Shakespeare was basically parodying a lot of what English poets... Well, he was basically parodying the genre back in the day, because even for him, all of the poetry was at that point hokey.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And he
Even
said,
he was like,
fuck you all! So Shakespeare's kind of a badass punk rocker of the English world, so good comparison.
Huh.
Because Thousand Year Door also parodies the Mario formula to hell and back.
Like, no one in that area knows who he is. Usually he's the most famous person around. Like, oh, Mario, save us. I'm like, Martio?
Martio?
The great...
In
every single chapter I've noticed that he's never gone by his actual name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unless you're talking to the Goomba that you have in that game.
Yeah.
She knows that he's Mario, and the professor knows.
Oh, yeah.
Well, even the professor was like, who? At first.
And then he's like, oh!
Oh, right, of course. I'm sorry, these kids in their video games and their hoops and their shenanigans.
So yeah,
Well, and then there's the breaking the fourth wall,
Breaking the fourth wall was very subtle in that game, but at the same time it also hit you in the face.
But it was a hilarious... It didn't hit you in the face with a punch or even an open hand to insult you or hurt you. It did it like a pie in the face, like,
Okay.
I like lemon custard, thank you very much. I like it. But that is what I've been hearing from this new game. It sounds nothing like it. It sounds like Shakespeare took a crap.
Another thing I'd like to mention, in Sticker Star, there was no character diversity. You know how all the Toads look so different and iconic in both the original Paper Mario and in Thousand Year Door?
Didn't they have one point where there was like thousands of carbon copies of Toads coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, but they had a different design than a regular stock Toad. Like, there was Toads that had, like, purple hair, different colored tops, and stuff like that. There was a ghost Toad.
There was Toadette.
Yeah.
Poor
The evil
Toadette.
one.
But in Sticker Star, every single Toad, identical. Carbon copy. There was no interesting characters. It was Toad A, B, C through Toad 5,725. Same thing happening in this one as well. No interesting characters besides the main ones.
Okay, I think we need to move on to the next topic. I think my heart's stopping.
Mine
Ugh.
is just breaking.
It's just breaking
I
from the
wouldn't
sheer...
know.
No, seriously, we need to move.
Well, let's move on to the Pokken Tournament.
Okay,
Yes!
you guys take this.
Okay, so the Pokken Tournament. Apparently, you also get avatar customization in it.
Yes, and it's supposed to be extensive. And it's supposed to be relatively easy to open some of the things that you can use. So, I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
So just gotta keep learning to do stuff in the Farron League, as it's called.
Exactly.
And as a coinky dink, the Roy amiibo comes out the same day.
Woohoo!
Need that.
I'll be adding that to my collection. Oh god, I'm actually running out of room.
I can imagine you would. We finished with the Pokken tournament analysis.
Yeah, other than the fact that the first shipment of the Pokken Tournament gets the Shadow Mewtwo amiibo card for the first print.
Right, which allows you to unlock him right away.
Yeah, which is
And
pretty...
he looks badass.
Yes, he does.
Right.
I was watching In the Littlewood play a little bit of the tutorial for the game. Nintendo let him have a pre-release copy and authorized him to show 30 minutes of it.
Nice.
Ooh.
So he showed as much as he could, huh?
It looks awesome. I cannot wait to try that out.
Do you think we might have a new franchise on our hands?
It's a possibility.
Pokken Tournament 2, 3, 4, 5?
It could be the new Pokemon Stadium.
Which would be very interesting.
Holy shit, I just thought about it. That's going to be the Pokemon Stadium for the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Alright.
boy.
It's their answer to the bullshit that was Battle Revolution.
Oh,
I wouldn't know. I've
wounds!
never played it.
Reopening!
Spare yourself. Just spare yourself.
Yeah, just stop the thought. Let it go.
Anyway, we mentioned this before. Twilight Princess HD came out.
Yes.
And, I gotta take... go ahead, Leo.
I was gonna say the completionist already did his breakdown of Twilight Princess.
I haven't had a chance to watch that yet.
Same here.
Yeah.
Well, I took a look at the amiibo, and it's actually really well crafted.
Kind of, but I do have one criticism about the amiibo.
And that would be?
In terms of just aesthetics, Midna's supposed to like have one hand on her hip and the other one on Wolf Link's back, right?
Yeah?
I don't think it's on his back. I don't think she reached that far. She's reaching right there, and I think they might need to redesign it.
She's going straight for that wolf rump.
Not his. More like hers.
She's got an itch, okay?
God!
Oh my god.
Not to mention that her finger is beckoning, her hair is beckoning you. She's got the finger going like, come here.
Oh, God.
Or it could be going somewhere else.
That's the problem. Seriously, they need to fix this amiibo.
Are you kidding? I love it.
Anyway, we got some details on My Nintendo,
Yep.
the My Nintendo program.
Care to explain it a little bit, Leo?
Sure. So they're going to go ahead and they're going to do a rewards program so that if you buy apps or purchase games digitally, you get points, which will be redeemed in the future for probably some sort of reward. It's also going to sync up with the Miitomo accounts, which is a weirder version of Facebook. For all intents and purposes.
Not a
The
fan.
only one good thing about it is I'm trying to. I think it's called Miiverse Survivor.
Miiverse Survivor?
Yeah, it's apparently like a mini game series where your amiibos play a Survivor style TV show series of games.
Okay.
Like instead of having the
Can you be
Miiverse
voted
part
off the
of
island?
that, I think like that's one of the things.
Oh God.
So I mean, yeah, there's a lot of that going on. We got an unnecessary download for. I don't know what to call this because this doesn't make any sense why this exists.
You talking about Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge?
Yes.
It's a free download for a game that's basically the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series.
Right. But you can get it starting March 25th with an amiibo purchase.
For
or
free.
You can wait for free, or you can wait till April to download it.
Which is weird, and honestly, I never was a fan of those weird little puzzle games of Mario vs. Donkey Kong. It just never...
I'm not either, so I don't know why this is even here.
I don't even know how that franchise kept going and going and going.
Some people like it, I guess.
Who?
No idea.
People who don't like good games?
Apparently.
Anyway, next they announced more Animal Crossing amiibo cards, as well as a new Isabelle amiibo that has her summer outfit.
Join!
More amiibo. Yeah, Animal Crossing amiibo cards for their Happy Home Designer game. Whoop-ree.
Which is a Mario Party ripoff that doesn't even do it.
No, the Happy Home Academy is where you're doing the designing of the houses.
See, that's just Animal Crossing without the actual fun.
Yeah, I mean, where's the fun of actually going around chatting with your friends, building up your town, making things nice?
Exactly. Virtual Console got a big update.
Oh yes. Yes.
SNES games are now going to be on the Virtual Console.
Oh
But
boy!
the one that I want doesn't come out for another couple weeks.
I don't care. This is all worth it.
Link to the Past is finally going to be available to put on your new, the new 3D XLs.
Yep. So there's that. There's Donkey Kong Country, F-Zero, Super Mario... Earthbound.
Earthbound on my DS.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh.
I have both Earthbound and Link to the Past on my Wii U, but I would just kill to be able to play them on my 3DS. I could bring them places.
And you could actually play them and go someplace.
Yes!
Because I keep forgetting I actually have Earthbound on mine, and I keep forgetting to play it.
See, that's my problem is I want to play Earthbound. I haven't even had a chance to start my file on it. I want to play it. I'm just not on, my Wii U to the point where I want to, sit and spend the extra time to do that,
Yeah,
Right.
I can understand that.
What else do we got? So that's coming out. The games are going to be released on a weekly basis until April 14th.
Yep. So you're
And
going
then there's probably going to even be more past that, but this is the first wave that we're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
I think right now, F-Zero's on there and stuff like that, so.
And then, coming out of left field, the oddest choice for a new entry from Game Freak, Pocket Card Jockey.
Boring.
What?
Okay, so basically it's horse races crossed with solitaire.
Card games on horses.
Just
Card
whatever you do, don't
games
give them
on
a paper cut.
horseback.
Seriously,
What gets me is you can eventually breed the horses.
you could breed the horses, make them faster, make more challenges, more stuff like that. Here's the thing, this is basically like the ultimate game that I can actually get my stepdad to actually play. Because my stepdad actually trains and races horses for the local racetrack. And when he's not working, he spends about, and I am not joking here, 4 hours on the computer playing nothing but solitaire.
Woo!
Is it just like a standard thing that if you're old you must play solitaire?
Maybe because my grandparents played it.
I look at it this way: if I'm on a computer where there's absolutely nothing to play and I am bored, yeah, I'll pick up some solitaire and sit there and just play.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like it's so dated.
I know, but you know old folks, and they're not liking anything new or not wanting anything stimulating or exciting. They just want to relax.
Now, you might want to speak for a few. I will speak for a few that do a little bit more than that.
Maybe, but every single old folk I know, my parents included, because they're grandparent age. I'm not kidding, they're in their 60s.
Yeah, they hardly look it despite raising you.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or as an insult. Either way, I'm going to punch you when you get back here.
Either way, I'm punching you. Jeez.
How many punches am I at now?
I think he's at about 100 now.
527.
So this is 28, or this was 27?
This was 27.
Okay, just checking. We got NT creates Azure Striker Gunbolt 2.
Yes!
Which actually looks pretty cool.
Which is letting you play as the rival character Colvin.
I never played the first one.
Oh, it's
Well,
good.
if you haven't played the first one, now's your chance. The original is discounted by half from March 2nd until June 1st.
And
So
here's a little something I noticed. Azure Striker Gunvolt is basically a Mega Man clone.
Yes.
But from what I've heard, it's done right.
It's done right,
Well-
and here's the thing. The people who've made Azure Striker Gunvolt have now made 2 games in the time it's taken Inafune, the person who made...
You know NT Creates is his company, right?
I know, but the fact that they made these 2 games and still haven't brought out Mighty Number 9, which was supposed to be the flagship, is kind of amazing.
Well, here's the thing about it, is that when they were doing Gunvolt was supposed to be a spin-off in 2 ways. Number 1, it was supposed to be the edgier game, which is why it has the Divas are taking over the world subplot, or Divas taking over the world plot.
Which makes me think of Macross for some reason.
and it was also supposed, and in comparison, it was supposed to be a little bit more casual compared to Mighty Number 9, which was actually going to have a hardcore mode akin to taking 1 hit is equal to a death.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But still, they made 2 Gunvolt games in the time it's taken Mighty Number 9 to come out.
It might be a creator's dream issue, so that might be part
It
of
might also be that they want to bring it out right.
Nah, I don't think so. They could have brought it out a long time ago. But the thing is, they keep fucking it up, so I don't know. Either way, let's move on.
Well, how much is left?
A whole other page.
Holy shit!
They went
All right.
over a lot.
No
Yeah,
kidding!
Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem goes ahead on March 10th, unlocks Revelations for those of you who didn't get it earlier. And they've announced at least two of the bonus maps, one of which is a treasure map, which just lets you grind for extreme stuff. The other is an alternate universe dream duel, where the Nor and Hoshido families fight against each other to rescue an alternate version of Corrin.
Which is interesting.
Well, these alternate universe campaigns always have something different. Like in Fire Emblem Awakening, they had the alternate universe campaign, which played from Lucina's world and trying to rebel it that way.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Now for some of the newer stuff. Hyrule Warriors Legends.
Yes!
Linko,
So-
Tetra, and
Legend? I didn't know you were in a game.
Whoa, I'm in many games, don't you know?
Anyway.
Legend is
so yeah.
everyone and no one.
I am
So
the
the-
legend. And I am legend.
So the King of Red Dragons and Tetra from Wind Waker make
The King
their
of Red
appearance,
Lions.
as well as the Rule 63 character Linkle.
I like Linkle.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see her in her own game.
They also have announced a season pass for Hyrule Warrior Legends, where if you pay for it, you get 4 DLC packs that come down the road.
Cool.
As well as a Wind Waker costume for Ganondorf.
That's actually pretty awesome because I loved the Wind Waker Ganondorf interpretation.
Yeah, and they have that, and they also have a download code for the Hyrule Warriors Legends theme coming for the 3DS, which is nice. And they also have a transferable pack for the Wii U player, so...
You can send all of your shit over to the Wii U?
Yeah, but the thing is, you need the Hyrule Warriors Legends game. Yay! So you need to buy that game, you need to buy the Season Pass. In order to get...
I need more money.
Assault is becoming very, very, very insanely real.
How's Planet Salt coming along, Legend?
I continue to look at every day until it goes away.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Alright, and they also have
sound bites of these random conversations. I just...
They also have announced a special edition character book for it, along with announcing a new playable character in the form of Medley from Wind Waker.
Oh,
No idea
man.
what her combat is going to look like, but they hinted at more heart shenanigans.
So, kind of like Sheik.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
she was an adorable
yes.
character back in the day, so maybe her combat style will be just as adorable. Shit!
Oh yeah, and somewhere in the distance, right now, Peanut Butter Gamer is squealing.
And I give no fucks.
Fantastic.
Then they announced a Disney Art Academy game, and I'm like, feh.
We don't need to go much more than that.
Moving on,
Yeah.
Bravely Second End Layer coming out April 15th.
So we got some English translation for 2 of the classes.
The Wizard, which, Legend, you're going to love this.
Yeah, custom spells. Oh, yes.
It's the Alba class.
Kind of. Or you could say it's the Symbol Way in class.
Yeah.
It lists what's in the collectors, right?
Yes, it does. But yeah, so the wizard basically modifies spells by making them single target, multi-target, over time effect. It basically changes the mechanics of the underlying spell for shenanigans, and it uses the black mage class or the red mage class as its underlying base.
That is cool.
So you could make, like, Lightning Hammer, Lightning Mist, Cure
Right.
Burst.
We were talking. Were we talking off camera about this earlier about DeRosa not showing up in Bravely Second?
That rapist don't need no second mention.
DeRosa?
Yeah?
No,
Oh, wait. I'm thinking of DeRosa. I'm sorry. DeRosa
Yes.
is the awesome guy. The awesome
Yes.
waistcoat vampire. My apologies, vampire. You've already seen enough shit from Twilight. I don't need to add on to that.
Exactly. So it seems like this class replaces the vampire because the vampire class from the last game did monster spells, and that's exactly what the Catmancer does, with one significant difference.
You give treats.
Kitties!
You teach the monster spells to cats, and then give them treats in order to use them.
Oh my god, this is gonna be epic!
It's the most adorable thing ever.
Oh man.
And this is coming from somebody. And I'm also interested in this class because, well, besides me being the cat furry in the group, but this is the idea of this. It's just
Adorable as
unique.
all hell.
It's Neon Cat. Weaponized.
It's just pure fun.
Somebody has to think about this one.
And I have the collector's reserved. Eee!
You lucky bitch.
Hey.
I would have gotten the collector's edition if it wasn't for my lack of funds.
And that damn dog.
I used trade-in credit.
And anyway, yeah, the collector's edition comes with an art book and the music tracks.
And it's not like a dinky little art book either. This is like a legitimate art book.
This is an art book. This is an art book you could use as a shield.
Ooh. Yeah. All right then. So next on our list is yes, they finally have announced that Dragon Quest VII will be coming this year.
I want 8, man. They're supposed to bring
Yeah.
out 8 eventually too. I want 8.
Suck it up.
8 is gonna be awesome, but I gotta say I'm loving this one too, for 2 reasons. This was my first Dragon Quest game that I ever touched. Dragon Quest 3 was the one that I fell in love with. But this is the first one I first touched, so I'm looking forward to having to go ahead and play this one again with a proper translation.
Oh yeah, if I recall right, the first one had like the most god-awful translation available.
The PS1's translation was terrible! Like, we're talking all your base are belong to us levels of terrible.
Seriously?
But was it at least hilarious?
I was too young to appreciate it at the time.
Well, darn.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
crying shame. Anyway, there's a proper translation, proper classes.
Yeah, it's actually going to be, I think they said 30 to 40 classes?
Jesus.
30 classes.
Yeah, I was
which
about
is
to say, I believe they said 30.
30, which is the most with, I think, that any Fire Emblem, what am I saying? Dragon Quest game has had in a single, like, in one single game.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's mostly like 12 to 16. I think Dragon Quest 9 only had like 24 classes. This is supposed to have 30.
Damn.
Well, holy crap.
Yeah, so I'm interested in seeing how this is going to work. And I don't remember the plot details for this one, so I can't spoil it for anyone.
I wouldn't know because I never played any of the games in this series.
I
It's
saw
good.
let's
I would highly recommend it, especially once 8 comes out.
well, I remember
And any RPG veteran needs to play 8.
Oh yeah.
I'm a casual RPG guy. That's the problem.
Legend, let's prepare for the swinging legend, Monster Hunter Generations.
Hallelujah!
My ears.
Oh man.
My brain.
You don't know. Like, we didn't even know it was even coming to the United States to begin with.
Not
In the
let
summer-
alone
in the
this
summer.
year.
In the summer of this year.
We were expecting it 3 years from now.
Because that's what happened with Monster Hunter 4.
So yeah, Monster Hunter Generations is coming out in summer 2016. They released a trailer. If you have Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, you're going to get bonus content.
Oh, God,
Sweetness.
There was a Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate sale for 48 hours, which is going to be expired by the time this podcast goes up. And as a bonus, Marth Armor.
Marth Armor.
Which looks really weird.
Awesome.
You can
My
you
word.
can look as Marth if you want to go ahead and play this.
So, Legend, care to give a little bit of info on Monster Hunter Generations?
Monster Hunter Generations was originally named Monster Hunter Cross, or X, in Japan. But, apparently they're renaming it. What they're also... What this game is bringing to the table is multiple playstyles for every single weapon, which was already a playstyle choice to begin with. Every single one of these weapons has gotten an update in the best degree possible. So, on top of that, you can also imagine that there was a much joy and celebration when we also found out about the new monsters.
Care to explain the 4 new monsters?
I don't want to go into too much detail, but basically one of the monsters is in essence a T-Rex with a greatsword for a tail who
That can go on fire.
who sharpens it with his teeth to set it on fire and then proceeds to set everything around him on fire.
Nice.
And what is this thing's name?
Its name is Dinovaldo, but we all used to call him Flint. And he is arguably one of the most badass creatures to ever set foot on the face of the Monster Hunter gaming circuit.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Then we have Codename Bubbles.
I don't want to go into too much detail about all of them.
Well, I'm just going to give this one because it's my favorite.
Alright, you go ahead and share.
The Tamamitsune, aka Bubbles. It is literally a bubble fox dragon.
And it dances when it fights you.
Oh, yes. It's a beautiful fight scene, and the music itself is freaking amazing.
Think Okami. It is beautifully Japanese.
Nice.
And holy shit.
If there's one thing I would mention about Dino Valdo's theme, it basically makes you sound like a superhero.
Because you're fighting against some really, really intense fights.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, those are the two big monsters that we'd like to mention.
If there's one selling point that and it is mandatory for me to share this. There is a playstyle called aerial style, which basically allows you to vault off of monsters and go airborne to strike them from above. There is a weapon set called the Dual Blades. Equip the two and proceed to enjoy what we like to call Jaeger style.
AKA, you're basically flying through the air and swinging your blades around
like a flying fucking buzzsaw mill. It is pretty much straight out of Attack on Titan.
Hell yeah.
Well, I think we've encouraged Akari to get one. Ooh, and if you're interested in learning a bit more about it, Gaijin Hunter on YouTube, he has a whole list of stuff about it.
And note, Gaijin Hunter, not Gaijin Goomba.
Gaijin Hunter.
It's actually two different people here, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, the resources are there. Look them up if you're curious. You won't be disappointed with what is going to be in store.
Mm-hmm. Well then, moving on from the hype, we now move on to the salt.
I already have a Planet Assault. Don't throw any more.
Well, we might as well...
Metroid Prime Generation Force.
Federation Force. It's not Generation, it's Federation.
Oh, Federation Force.
Derp. Typo derp in the list.
Well, doesn't matter because I won't give a damn anyway.
Yeah.
So, the entire presentation amounted to sorry, not sorry.
It's another Metroid Prime game, but it's not because it doesn't have Samus in it, so basically it's a big fuck you to all the Metroid...
it doesn't have Samus as the main character in it.
Which is the main problem, because people weren't expecting that because they've been waiting with bated breath for when did Other M come out?
Ages ago.
Like 2 to 3 years ago, I'd say at least.
Oh god, no, it was longer than that.
Longer than that? Jeez.
Yeah, I think it's been
during the Wii era.
It was during the Wii. The Wii U hadn't even been announced, so 5 years ago. And when was the last Prime game as well? Oh god, that's probably been over 10 years now.
I think it was Echoes?
Yeah, Echoes, yeah.
Echoes was the last one, I believe. The thing is, I never played any of them, so I wouldn't know.
But anyway, yeah, so basically they tried to go ahead and give a spiel about how it does belong in the Metroid Prime series. I know it doesn't involve Samus. We wanted to do this multiplayer thing.
I'm sorry, but I'm not buying your Coke 2 Metroid.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither am I.
Yeah, bring back Metroid Classic. I'm not even a fan of the Metroid series, and I can already feel the pain of all the people waiting for the next Metroid game.
Normally, you don't care about what they think.
Yeah, usually I don't, but this is a kind of a level of salt that's like an insult.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the on the Nintendo official video for it. The hate bar on it was so bad that Nintendo had to disable the comments and the likes.
Ouch.
That's never a good sign.
That is definitely not a good sign.
Yeah, so way to go, Nintendo. You did a bullshit thing.
What else is new?
Rhythm Heaven Megamix is coming out later this year.
Eh?
I know some people are fucking insane about Rhythm Heaven for some goddamn reason, but...
Cult.
Good lord.
Anyway, last, and actually I'm glad this is the least of it, Kirby Planet Robobots.
What are we in for?
Kirby and a
First
mech.
Kirby RPG.
Kirby Mecha!
Wait, Kirby RPG in a mecha?
Oh, it's not
Yes.
an RPG. He's in a mech.
No, you level up.
Oh,
Oh
You
my
level up the
God.
mech.
no. If I
Level
recall,
up the mech.
no.
You
You're
level
talking.
up Kirby.
What I'm talking about is there's a side thing. There's a side campaign thing where you get together online with friends.
Oh, yes, okay. We're confusing two announcements at the same time. So let's start with the mecha, then we'll move to the other one.
Yes. So
So the first thing is that Kirby can ride a mech.
and it can
And
use
it looks awesome.
not only
Well, I haven't seen Kirby in a mech shenanigans since freaking Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Okay, to be fair, I don't know whether this counts as more of a mech or power armor. Because the mech can copy enemies and gain powers based on those enemies.
It's taking top a Gurren Lagann gone Kirby.
and it's adorable.
And badass. I think I saw a variant of Wing Kirby which gave him slashing attacks.
Holy crap!
And then another thing about it is if you scan an amiibo on the game,
Oh boy.
You get powers.
like if you put a Mario amiibo on there, Kirby immediately gets the fire copy ability. If you put Link, he gets the sword copy ability.
If you put Kirby, you get the Smash Brothers set, which is now a confirmed power.
Smash Bros. Set is a confirmed power for Kirby.
Oh,
That would
Yeah,
actually be cool.
God.
Yeah, and it basically just plays like Smash Kirby. There was also another power that was hinted at, and that was called Dr. Kirby. Oh God!
And
Hold on, I think I missed that one. Could you say that one more time?
Dr. Kirby.
Dr. Kirby.
Dr. Kirby.
At last, the meeting of the minds can begin against Pikachu PhD, Dr. Mario, and Dr. Kirby.
I'm not sober enough for this.
So there's more.
He's got Peach Ale. Go for it.
Okay, so there's also a side diversion which is called Team Kirby Clash, aka Castle Crashers Kirby.
Oh my gosh.
You choose one of four classes, and you go ahead and help each other beat up big bosses and stuff like that. And then you
I
can.
thought there were more than just 4 classes.
I don't know if there is or not, but if I recall, there's like 4 classes.
But there's classes in it, and you level it up like it's Castle Crashers.
Mm-hmm.
And you go ahead, you play it with friends, or you get bots in to do it for you.
Which is pretty fun. And
And lastly, Kirby gets his own brand of amiibos, which are specifically tailored to this game.
yep, if you scan the special Kirby amiibo for it, he gets the UFO copy ability, which is a really rare and really overpowered copy ability.
Well,
yeah.
UFO will be exclusive to this Kirby amiibo.
Mm-hmm.
You can also get a Meta Knight, DDD, and Wildly amiibo, which come with costumes for Kirby to wear while he's using these forms of the powers.
Meta Knight gives you the sword ability, King Dedede the hammer ability, and Wildly gives you the parasol ability. It should give you the spear ability from frickin' Return to Dreamland.
Oh my word.
But,
Same idea. But yeah, so that covers the Nintendo Direct breakdown.
Good lord.
Overall, it was actually kind of a roller coaster for me. There was points of extreme hype, but then immediately the next thing, it was like, eh.
The emotions.
Yeah, it went from hype to eh to meh to really to ooh to
Oh my god, yeah.
It was up and over the place.
yeah.
It was like riding a shooting star.
And the pile of salt gets bigger.
Yep, it does.
Leo,
Okay.
My planetary of salt is now Jupiter.
588 punches now.
Yeah, but you realize that you'd eventually just hurt yourself, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
500 punches,
that's-
you wouldn't even have the strength to throw them.
That's what I'm counting on. They just become like limp noodle slaps at that point.
I can't lift my heart. I see you like throwing your shoulder into his ribcage, like. I still hate what you did to me, Leo.
Oh, okay, wait. Legend. If Zero's putting his shoulder into my ribcage, where is his head in proportion?
Don't turn your head and cough.
Oh, god damn it, Legend.
It's more like don't turn your head and make Leo cough.
Oh, God.
Oh!
Oh my!
And I think we're done.
We should get Dr. Mario on that.
Alright, this is Leo Force.
This is the Zero.
This is Akari.
This is Smoothie.
And this is laughing his ass off, signing off. Later, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Adios.
Ciao.